This video is going to be all about length retention. Length retention is one of the hardest things to do when it comes to getting healthy hair. Like once you get your hair healthy, the next thing for a lot of us is you want your hair to be longer. So the most important thing I think is developing a good hair care regimen and not being afraid to change it. Like what's the use in having a good hair care regimen if when your hair changes you're not going to make tiny tweaks to your regimen to, you know, combat or adapt to what's going on with your hair. So you need a good regimen that balances moisture and protein. Chances are you're going to need more moisture than protein. And then don't be afraid to switch it up if need be. Like as your hair care journey continues, you're going to notice things about your hair that you never noticed before. You're going to notice that your hair needs different things. You're going to notice all types of things. And if you stick with one regimen that you've copied from somewhere else or that you've made yourself and you just leave it, but meanwhile your hair needs are changing, you're not going to get very far. So for those of you that don't have your own regimen or you need some tips or you want to see someone else's regimen, I'll put the link below to my regimen. But keep in mind that that is my regimen and that works for my hair. So what I do and what I use might not work for you, but it could be a good starting point. So again, the link will be down below. The next thing I want to talk about in regards to length retention is trimming your hair. Please do not be afraid to bust out your hair shears and trim away those dead ends. There's nothing worse than a head full of healthy hair because yes, healthy hair gets split ends too, only because that's the oldest part of your hair. Of course it's going to have wear and tear regardless of how gentle or how much you baby your ends. You're gonna get some split ends. That's why you have your hair shears. You only use them on your hair and you bust them out. You do your dustings, you do your hair trims, whatever you need to do. But you need to keep an eye on your ends and don't allow those splits to live there and travel up. See, that's what happens a lot of the time. You don't want to trim your hair. You put it off. You put it off. Oh, they're going to trim too much. Oh, blah, blah, whatever your excuse. The split that was now just up to here is now traveling. Now you're going to have to get even more hair cut off. So nip it in the bud and snip those dead ends as soon as you see them. Another thing you want to do to get your optimum length retention is to tie your hair up at night. Cover your hair. Protect your hair from your cotton pillowcase, or if you have a silk pillowcase, even better. You still, even when I use like my pillow cap, I've talked about that. I'll put a link in below if you don't have no idea what I'm talking about. Even when I use my pillow cap, I still tie my hair up. The pillow cap is like a backup just in case my scarf comes off. Then my pillowcase is still like a satiny material. My hair can, it doesn't get all ruffled up. If you cover your hair, then you know what I'm talking about. Like I can tell the difference if I have my hair out or in a ponytail or even in a bun and I don't cover it up, I can tell the difference the next morning. So covering your hair and protecting your hair at night really does make a difference in the health of your hair, and you will retain more length by protecting your hair at night. Another way to ensure that you retain the most length that you possibly can is to hide away your ends. Now, you can do that several ways. I'm talking about what I do for my own hair. I like to wear buns. Moisturize, seal my ends, and then tuck it away in a bun. You could use weave, braids, wigs, things of that nature. I don't, so I'm not going to talk about those here. But those are options. But I like to just give my hair a break. I like to, let it air dry and wear a bun for like a whole week or 2 weeks. And that's not to say you have to do it all the time. Of course, your hair is growing longer. You want to enjoy that length. You want to wear it out. Wear your hair out. Nobody's saying you have to hide your ends or protect your ends every single day of every single year. But sometimes it does benefit your hair to just take those ends, moisturize them, seal them, and tuck them up in a bun. It gives your hair a break. You give everything else a break. Why not your hair?